Hey, Stuffing, do you want to spend $500 on a bonded title for a $2,000 Jeep? Yeah? Do you want to spend all day at the DMV? Yeah? Sounds like a good plan. Do you want to spend an hour building a tow bar and an hour finding bolts? Really? You do? Yes! I wish I could play that. So in this episode of Junkyard Jeep, what do? We restore our Willie's Jeep. We get a title, a bonded title for it. You'll get to see the rat's nest of how that works. We pet goats. And when we build a tow bar, we get to review the U-Haul tow bar. All the wonderful majesticness of a U-Haul store-bought tow bar in a box. And I get to explain to you how you can make money selling old crappy Jeeps. Let's get to it. All right. Get a load of this hot rod. So this is not a will it run, this is a will it sell. So I have like 300 subs right now, and you need 1,000 before you start generating revenue, right? So I have to come up with a way to make money to pay for all these hot rods and all these engines and all these parts. So some of these Jeeps have to be sacrificed to be sold to fund other Jeeps. It's a never-ending vicious cycle. So this turd, this is a 58 CJ6. It did not look like this when I got it. This thing was absolutely hep C vile when I bought it. I mean, this thing was a god-awful health hazard, as you can see here. I bought this in Phoenix, rented a U-Haul, drove all the way down to Phoenix, bought this with no title, and went through the whole thing just about, repainted it. The only thing I didn't do is fix the motor. It does have an F-head in it. And the motor's good. I'm just not going to mess with it. It needs like all the stuff for the head. It needs all the rocker arms and all the weird spring. These F-heads are weird. So it needs all the hardware for the head. This is an overhead valve F-head, so I just left that. It's all complete though, except for the oil bath. So anyway, so we redid the inside. So what happened was I repainted the whole thing and I painted over the VIN, and that made it difficult because the DMV lady freaked out when she saw that, and she thought it was all stolen or whatever, or something funky was up just because I painted it like it's not the original, even though that's the original tag that's been there for 70 years. So I took it to another DMV, and they gave me a bonded title for it. They're like, oh, it's a 58? Pff, we don't care here. We don't care you painted over it. I just did a level 1 inspection, but it was a $500 bond, or $300 bond. $100 for this tow bar, $100 for a U-Haul. Let's do the time spent. It took 2.5 hours to assemble this bad boy. This is a really nice tow bar though, although these things are really awesome. And then an hour to find bolts. I did not have any nuts for these. So it took me an hour to find bolts. Yeah, 4 bolts. I am completely out of bolts. And then it took me an hour to drill these holes, because this is like really, look how thick this bumper is. It took me an hour to drill through that. And I broke 4 or 5 bits. So that was fun. And then it took 8 hours of driving 60 miles. The DMV is an hour from here that does inspections. So yeah, it was it was a complete day. It was a complete all-day fiasco getting this thing bonded and titled. But I bought it for $700 and sold it for $2,300. So that'll pay for this turd. I bought this for $2,000 at a junkyard, And this is going to get completely restored. It's got a new engine over there. Came with a good engine, but I have a better one, a better rebuilt one here. And we're redoing the trans seal, and we're going to paint all this. We're going to redo all this. Wiring harness looks immaculate and not eaten up by rats. So when this is all restored and running, this will sell for hopefully somewhere around 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, somewhere around there. That will pay for either a 4-speed truck that I need. I need a 4-speed truck romper. I kind of want to get an old Dodge, like a 70s or early 80s Dodge 4-wheel drive truck with a 4-speed. I love those things. Or a Ram Charger, or a rock crawler. I need some kind of rock crawler too. I need a Jeep rock crawler in the $4,000 or $5,000 range, because I'm going to run the Rubicon here at some point, and I need a big beefy rock crawler. Then I had my black Jeep, my 73 rock crawler that I sold. I bought that for $29. It had a T18 and Detroit lockers. It had all kinds of awesome stuff in it. Dana 300 kit with the adapter to the T18, and I sold that for $5. Then I bought this unfinished hot rodded CJ6 project for $2,500. It had no wiring, it was unfinished, it had no paint, it wasn't running. We painted this thing, we wired this thing completely from scratch, got this thing running awesome. It had camel hump heads, a T15 3-speed. It had like 320 horse. This thing was an absolute ripper. I sold this to a car museum for like $8,000. So we made pretty good on that. So yeah, we made out pretty good. But to be honest, since I'm not getting money from my channel, just about every penny I make from selling these Jeeps just barely covers the next Jeep. It's literally $200 to $300 a month just in parts. Every month. Just in Jeep parts. And then you're looking at $2,000, $3,000 every couple of months to buy another Jeep. So it's a vicious cycle of spending and wrenching and buying and selling. I want to have some fun and do some wheeling. When are we going to quit working on stuff and do wheeling, huh? I need to have some fun. What a gorgeous day. So anyway, that's what we do here at Junkyard Jeep. So yeah, 4-speed romper truck that we can beat on, or a CJ5 rock crawler. There's a really nice one in Yuma right now for like 43 or something. I might look at that. But gotta sell all this nonsense first. So that's pretty much what goes on here at Junkyard Jeep. Hard to believe a big old tow bar fits in this little box. Like when I bought Cybertron Metroplex from Walmart, back when the Cybertron Transformers were out, this is how big the box was. What the heck? Oh my god, this is literally hundreds of pounds. Ah! Okay, not literally, but it felt like it. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, these are the pieces that, yeah, go in the middle. Pretty thick, eh? We just don't know what the heck we're doing anymore here at JYJ. What's the dealio? Can I just have a picture here? There we go. I like this. I can't read stuff and then do it. I mean, I need to be able to see it. If I read steps, dude, it just doesn't make any sense. I can't apply the words to the world. I just need, this bolt goes here, stupid. That's what I need. Okay, so you take this piece of crap. Guess there's a short and a long. Like that, okay. Get on there. Don't give me no lip. And I get this dude. And yeah. What was I gonna do today? I could be playing guitar, I could be petting goats, could be recording jams. No. I'm taking Jeeps to the DMV to get inspected. And of course, the only DMV that does inspections is 50 miles from here, so that's good. Don't you get cute. I don't care if you want to go in, fool. You're going in. I got a hot date with DMV inspection. Ugh. See how this goes. See if I can get a title for this hot rod. Because there's no title. The guy who owned it died. I have no idea who owned who. The title was only in his name, and I have no idea who that is, but we're going to do a title search or a VIN search. See if I can power of attorney this hot rod. I was going to V6 swap this Jeep, but it got sold. So now I have an extra V6 laying around. If you saw it on Junkyard Jeep. What are we going to do with that V6? I don't know. Put it in something. I was going to put it in this, but it's sold, so there you go. I always wanted a V6 Willys though, but I kind of want a flat fender and not a CJ6. I mean, of course I'd love to have a CJ6, but I want a V6 flat fender. What would be cooler than that, man? All original everything except the V6 instead of the F134. All right, let's, what's next? We got to get these dudes. I'm going to, actually, what we're going to do here. Let's see. You have to figure out how to drill some holes here and get those brackets on. Let's figure that out. Let's see here. Guess we could just put them right there. Here. Probably right there. Right in the middle. Yeah, let's do that. All right, guys. Well, we got a title for this rotting pile. Surprisingly, this old Willie CJ6 drives straight as an arrow at 60 miles an hour. I find that very impressive. So yeah, we're going home. It is food time. Dude, it took an hour to get the U-Haul. It took an hour to build the tow bar. It took an hour, I kid you not, an hour to find all the bolts to attach it to the bumper. And then it took another hour, well, a half hour, to drill, 45 minutes, to drill the stupid holes in the bumper for the tow bar. Someone had put a behemoth, like, half-inch plate bumper on this thing. Or quarter-inch plate. Man, I broke 5 drill bits. The tow bar was awesome. Zero problems, track straight, it's adjustable. Yeah. U-Haul tow bars are awesome. Is there $100 worth of material there? No, there's not $100 worth of metal and bolts. But if you paid someone to stamp the metal and weld it, yeah, it costs more than $100. So hey, that's a pretty good deal, I'd have to say. So, my favorite soup place is closed until next year. I love my Vietnamese soup. They're closed till the new year. I'm gonna have to settle for Subway, so we're gonna go kill us an egg and cheese right now. Words of wisdom. Keep spending all your money on worthless old rotting Jeeps. Put V8s in them. Make them fast and enjoy them. Paint them with spray cans. Wash your face and hands before dinner. Love your goats. Hug your goats. Tell them you love them. And we'll see you. Practice your guitar scales. Practice your flamenco technique. Practice your Brazilian jiu-jitsu choke escapes. And we'll see you on another episode of Junkyard Jeep.